The most highly valued company in the world wasn't even a tech company. So thank you guys so much for watching this one. Please make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. It really helps to get these videos out to more people. So this is a video which is a little bit of a different one for this channel, but we're going to be talking about the company that was the most highly valued company in the entire world. So you'd think in a time like this, when we have these giant tech companies such as Apple, Amazon, Microsoft, Facebook, you'd think, how is it possible that there could be a company that's not a tech company that could be worth more than these companies that literally print money? You know, they just make so much money quarter over quarter. So I'm going to reveal that particular company and explain some of the circumstances as to why it was one of the most valuable companies ever to exist on planet Earth. So please make sure you like and subscribe. So this particular company was actually valued at $7.9 trillion. So that's trillion with a T. We're not talking about even B's here. So that's obviously based in today's money, because we know inflation over time eats away at the value of the currency. You know, like $10 100 years ago was worth significantly more than $10 today. So we need to factor that into our calculation. As the government continues to print more money, the value of the currency is eroded away. But in comparison, what we're seeing is that this particular company in today's money would be worth about $7.9 trillion. So that is significantly higher than any other tech company that we have in the modern era. Now, this is a company that was founded in 1602. So that's a very long time ago, you know, it's more than 400 years ago at this point, and employed about 70,000 people. So by those standards, back in that period of time, that was a huge company, an absolutely massive company. And they were such a big company that they actually launched over 1 million voyages. So that gives you guys a bit of a key as to what this company actually did. So this company was involved in the spice trade. So we're looking at things like cinnamon, nutmeg, pepper, cloves, and this generated massive profits for this particular company. Now, the company that I'm talking about is the Dutch East India Company. So some of you guys might have heard of this particular company, but they were considered one of the most valuable companies in the entire world. Now, one of the reasons that the Dutch East India Company was so successful is because they were granted a 2-decade-long monopoly on trade by the government. Now, who would have thought that getting the government involved would ever create monopolies? Have we ever seen that before?
The most important and the strongest monopolies are unquestionably those that derive from governmental privilege.
So having this monopoly allowed the Dutch East India Company to generate massive profits for their shareholders. You know, they had their pick. You know, they had complete control over the entire territory of the Dutch East Indies. So many of these massive sailing ships ended up perishing in storms or fell prey to piracy or infectious disease. There was so much that could go wrong. But traveling at that time came with a huge risk. It's not like today where you could just jump on an aeroplane and go anywhere. You know, these voyages often took months. And, you know, were obviously very dangerous for a number of different reasons. The high seas are an incredibly dangerous place. But, you know, once you have a bit of knowledge and, you know, the right attitude to the journey, there was an amazing chance of actually getting incredibly wealthy. So a lot of people ended up doing this. So part of this insane valuation of the Dutch East India Trading Company was in fact the tulip mania. Some of you guys might have heard about that. I mean, that's a completely separate video altogether. But it makes today's stock market bubbles look like a joke. We've seen an annualized rate of decline in tulips since then of 99.999%. So anyone that was investing at the peak basically lost everything. So people were just buying up tulips like crazy. You know, the same way that we've seen people just buying up tech companies back in the 2000s. You know, they thought, anything to do with the internet is just going to go to the moon. And, you know, it's not always the case. So if we compare some of the market caps today to the Dutch East India Trading Company, you'll see that there is quite a drastic difference. At the moment, Apple is trading at $2.4 trillion, Microsoft is trading at $2.2 trillion, and Saudi Aramco is trading at $1.8 trillion. And if you add all of these up together, it's not even really getting close to the Dutch East India Trading Company. It's still worth more. It was just an incredible period in time where this one particular company had so much power thanks to a government monopoly. So there's a bit of debate about how this company was valued. Was it really worth $7.9 trillion? Was it actually worth $8.5 trillion? Things aren't as clear back then as they are today when, we have the stock price on the screens. It goes through the NASDAQ. We know exactly what the price is. No computers then, so things were a little bit looser, but still, it was actually the first stock to ever get traded, and that was, of course, on the Amsterdam Exchange. So there is a bit of debate, but this is often purported as the most valuable company of all time. So I'd like to know what you guys think. Do you think that we're going to see some companies that actually surpass the value of the Dutch East India Trading Company? Who knows? Is this a company that you would have invested in? Would you have seen the growth potential of the Dutch East India Trading Company? Who knows? It's a long time ago, but you never know. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you found this video interesting. If you found this interesting, please make sure you leave a like so I know that you guys like this kind of video and I can make more of them in the future. If you didn't, I'd like to hear a comment from you guys and hear why. What kind of content would you prefer to see on this channel as we march closer to 1,000 subscribers? I just want to thank everyone so far that's jumped on board and is a subscriber on the channel. The channel's been going for just over a year now, and it's been great to have you guys along for the ride, and looking forward to making more videos in the future. So thank you guys so much for watching. Like and subscribe, and we'll see you later.